Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our midweek reading. It is a rainy, icky, cold day here in New Jersey. So I am all cozied up inside. Normally, I like to do my midweek readings on my back balcony, but there's no chance I'm going out there. So I really miss being outside. I'm really starting to realize that I don't really want to live somewhere where there's long periods of time without sunshine and cold, but that's for me to figure out, not part of this reading. But I have a couple new decks. I have Love and Light by Doreen Virtue that we're going to start with. It's a really, really pretty deck. I like the colors a lot. This is also going to be a new moon reading. We have a new moon on 1/11, which is awesome. We have our ones. That is on Thursday. I'm pretty sure this is going to air on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and I'm getting a massage tomorrow. So maybe while you're watching this, I'll be in my massage. Cannot wait. First message is to take care of your vessel. I got a really strong download last night that I journaled it, and it was all about how we need to take care of our bodies and our emotional health, our mental health, everything, the whole package, right? Your soul, your body, your mind, your spirit, for strength, not to heal, not for survival, but for strength, to empower us to keep going, right? It's not survival, it's strength. So I need you all to be putting good food in your body. I need you to be rubbing your body, doing any kind of massages, any kind of tapping. They say tapping, a little vibrating while I'm tapping your armpits, tapping your pelvis, tapping the back of your knees. Just really think about if you have this layer. I don't know why they're having me do this right now, but we're going to do it. When you're touching your body, your own body, not getting a massage by somebody else, when you are connecting to you and you're rubbing and you're looking at your skin, you're looking at your arms, and then you're tapping, you're feeling what you're feeling. Okay. You're activating any kind of stored emotions that are stuck. A lot of times, I know all of my neighbors know I do this. They've actually commented on it too. Like if I go to the gym or if I'm out by the pool and I just feel any kind of tightness in my chest because I pick up other people's energy, I pick up the energy of the collective. If I feel a heaviness when I'm around somebody or just the energy outside, I will rub. Okay. So if you can think about, there's a layer underneath your skin. We also have energy on top of our skin. We are energy. So we're just like, if you think about energy like this, and it's just building and building and building, and that makes up our body. We're all just energy that's dense in one area. So as we are rubbing, we're moving the energy, right? Imagine a thick layer of energy all along my body. I'm moving it right now. There's also cells and tissue underneath your skin. Okay. There's fascia. And what the fascia does is the fascia moves nutrients. It takes nutrients to the organs. And when you have emotions, when you have anger, frustration, sadness, it gets stored in the fascia, in that tissue, if you can think about it that way, that like the tissue underneath the skin. So if we place movement on the skin, we're moving that fascia underneath, and it's going to break up any old energy. So when we're connecting to our body and when we're rubbing and we're tapping and we're doing all these things, we are literally connecting to our soul. We're saying, hey, I love you so much, and I want to make sure that you feel good in here. I want to move any kind of heavy energy. And it's almost like you're literally being in your body. So if you think about person A over here, they never touch their body. They're never activating anything. They're never rubbing. They're never checking in with it. They're just going through their day, waking up, throwing coffee in their body, going to work, eating lunch. Who knows what they're eating? Maybe they're exercising. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're probably never stretching. And then they, come home and do the same thing and just repeat, go to bed. And then they're just on this cycle of never, ever, ever sitting with their body and touching it and loving it. Okay. And then person B wakes up, and the first thing that they do is they thank their body. They thank their heart. They thank their lungs. They thank their legs. Maybe as soon as they get out of bed, they bend down and touch their toes, and they really just stretch out the back and the neck. And they're immediately connecting to their body. Okay. So person A is somebody who's disconnected in the world, and they are going to be outside of their body living life. Person B is waking up and immediately being in their body and feeling their feelings. They're asking their body, what do you need right now? Do you need warm lemon water? Do you want celery juice to start off the morning? Do you want a warm, piece of toast with eggs and bacon or sausage or whatever you like to eat, or oatmeal and fruit? You're all being called to take care of your vessel. And that means being slow in the morning and listening to your body and talking to it. Okay. I also feel guided to share that castor oil. I'm going to go get it for you real fast. Hold the line. I'll be right back. Okay. We have organic golden castor oil. This is amazing. So they say that this is pretty much God in a bottle. Isn't that funny? So I've watched like literally hundreds of videos in the last 2 years about castor oil. And my friend Elisa got me started on it. And she's like the same person who got me to take my homeopathy class. But basically, this castor oil, I put it on my skin every night before I go to bed. I rub it in. It helps with acne. It helps with inflammation. You can put it on your skin to penetrate the organ that is closest to that area. So you can put it on your belly button, and it will seep into your cells, into your sexual organs, your reproductive organs. So if you need help with your ovaries, your uterus, your womb, you're going to put it through the belly button. If you want to help with your liver, you're going to go, I believe it's on the right side. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's the right side underneath the rib cage. You're just going to rub the castor oil there. You can also do a castor oil pack, which is buying like a wrap that you wrap it around your waist, and you put the castor oil on the wrap, and it detoxes your liver. So anybody who drinks a lot of caffeine, maybe you're vaping, smoking, these are all heavy metals that we're consuming, and it goes to our liver to process. But eventually we have to cleanse our liver. This is a total health lesson. Sorry, guys. But this is part of the reading, and I'm excited about teaching it. So I want to help more people. But castor oil, just putting it on the skin around your liver can detox it. Your skin is an organ. It's pulling in whatever you put on your skin, it's pulling it into your body, into your bloodstream. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be putting toxic things on your skin, or chemicals, or lotions that have terrible chemicals in it. But every night I do my whole belly. I rub my whole belly with it, and I sleep so sound. Today I slept till 10:30. Your girl normally wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning. But I did like my whole belly last night, and I did my whole face. Oh my gosh. And my neck, when you put it on your neck, ladies and gents, it helps with the wrinkles. It helps keeps the skin tight. But I wake up and my neck always feels so smooth and yummy and good. I use it on my elbows. I use it on my arms. So this stuff is literally so beneficial. If you have a bone bruise, if you have a broken bone, they say you can put it on the skin over top of that area, and it helps it heal. They say it can help you get better eyesight. If you put it on like a Q-tip and just do over the eyelid, it penetrates your eyeballs through your eyelids. Like literally, this stuff is insane. It can help with any kind of skin issue. I actually have, not to be too TMI, but I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to try and show it. Where is it? See this right here? This used to be a huge, big mole, kind of like this, but it got really, really bad. And I was really scared, and I was like, oh my gosh, is this cancer? What is this? Do I have skin cancer? So I heard that castor oil works. So every night, I mean, it was bigger than this mole. It was bigger than this one, this brown one. and it was almost like black. And I'm like, how is this like black when it's underneath my bra line? Like it's never been in the sun. So anyway, I kept putting castor oil on it every single night, and it literally just like crumbled away. Each day that I wake up, there'd be less of it, and it would get smaller. And now like I couldn't even find it to show you guys. So I totally healed that. Hopefully that wasn't too much of me showing myself, but it really is magical. So if you have weird skin issues, moles, eczema, you can use it on your scalp. You can use it for hair growth. They say it really helps your eyebrows and your eyelashes. They also say that you can put it in a dropper and put mascara a mascara stick, and you can use it on your lashes to help thicken and strengthen your lashes. I could go on forever. But anyway, your lesson today is to take care of your vessel. Okay. First message: retreat from the outside world. The rain and snow. Remember, I said it was really icky and rainy today? The rain and snow come down from the heavens and stay on the ground to water the earth. Spirit, you are so freaking funny. Okay, so we are allowed to be all cozied up inside. If it's snowing where you are, if it's raining where you are, if it's summer where you are, embrace it. Okay, let's do an angel card. That one jumped fast. Acceptance. Okay, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. I swear my angels always match my outfits. Like I'm wearing like a hunter green type of tank right now. And the whole background of this card is hunter green, even the sky and stuff and the trees. So we are looking through a lens of love. So first we're being told to retreat from the world. But when we do look at the world, have compassion, accept everybody for who they are, where they are in their journey. See, one of my favorite things that I've learned, I took a fear course 2 years ago, and it taught me that everybody has fear. A lot of my clients, I'll say, do you think you have a fear of this? And they're like, no, I don't really fear anything. But deep down, everybody has fear. We have a fear of being seen. We have a fear of success. We have a fear of failure. We have all these things that go on in our mind and in our nervous system that we're not even conscious of. And when we look at other people, maybe treating us poorly, messing up, procrastinating, not responding to us, maybe they're letting us down in some way, maybe they're overpowering in some way, maybe they're like irate in a store, maybe they're at a hospital and complaining to the nurses and the doctors. Every single one of those types of people are scared of something. They're in their 10-year-old body, fearing either death, fearing they're not going to have enough money to survive, fearing that somebody's not going to love them. And when you start to see every single person in your reality acting from fear, you start to become really, really compassionate. You're like, wow, like I can see this person's not having a good day and they're really in their fear and they don't even know it. And they're taking action and they're saying things, and you're just sitting back and sending them good energy. And you're like, universe, sometimes if I know the person's name, I'll give an example. I'll say, I am Sally and I'm feeling safe in my body and I'm calming down and I don't need to yell or I don't need to fight. I am Sally. I'm feeling safe in my body. And I will pretend like I am that person so I can activate their calmness and I can be them to kind of influence and inspire their energetic field to receive that love and to accept them where they are and let them know they are safe in their body and it's okay to feel what they're feeling. So imagine if we all did that. Imagine if we all walked through life and if we saw somebody struggling, third chakra, if we all saw somebody struggling, if we could pause and just be them for a second and tell them, I am safe in my body. I am so-and-so and I am safe in my body and it is okay to feel this. I'm going to calm down. Nothing bad's going to happen. I am safe and I am protected. I can take this step. I don't need to procrastinate anymore. I can start the business. I can start the YouTube channel. I can mend this relationship with my parent or my sibling. And we just start to take action from a space of, or we inspire them through our energy. We're sending them love. And my mentor taught me this, that when we send somebody good energy, if they're not ready to receive it, She says it sits in their auric field and it kind of circles around in their body. And when they're open and when they have a moment of stillness, it can penetrate their field. So even though you send energy on a Wednesday to somebody, it might not fully sink in until Sunday. And then all of a sudden you get a text from them on Sunday and they're just checking in with you. It's because they've received your love. So it can't hurt. You can always send good energy to people. And then at some point, they'll be open and receptive to it, because not everybody's open to receiving love. They reject it a lot of the time because of fear. I know for me, I have a huge fear of actually having a partner who's like just sits with me and maybe wants to massage my back, or maybe wants to just listen to me cry, or is just saying, I'm not going to leave you no matter what you try to say or do, or whatever fears you have. I am grounded and I'm sitting in front of you and I'm here. Like, to me, that is so scary because I'm sure other people are feeling that too. Like in this moment, I feel that somebody's watching this right now going, yeah, like I don't even know. It's so foreign because it's never happened in my entire life, but yet I want it, but I don't know how to receive it when it is here. So it's going to be an unlearning and then also a new learning of how to welcome that love in. And this is so cool. The sea serpent is the mother energy. She's wrapped around, and this is an eyeball actually, but this is the sea serpent is wrapped around sending loving energy. This is a super, super spiritual card in the animal deck. Anytime the circles at the top, there's only, I think, 5 of them. There's a black egg, the golden egg, sea serpent, the unicorn, and the dragon. These are at the end of the deck and they're super, super spiritual. So this is saying like spirit has their eye on you. They are protecting you. They're loving you, but they want you to know that you're worthy of receiving love. You have to open up your arms and allow it in. And to retreat from the outside world is kind of like to mother yourself. So we're getting 2 messages here: to retreat and to nurture yourself. I also just heard somebody's being watched in a good way. Somebody's admiring you. That's what this eye really is. Okay, now we're going to go into a little bit of a relationship reading. We're going to use my 6 Magic Tarot. Some of these cards are a little risque. And I just heard that people that have patterns, unhealthy patterns with relationships, they're going to be cut off this year. You know, if somebody's cheating, they're going to get caught. And normally people don't stop their patterns until they get caught, until it gets bad enough for them to see it. Like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been doing. This is so not good. I'm abandoning my own body by doing this. And I get a lot of female clients who come to me and they're already in these third-party situations. And I try to drill it into them that it's not okay. Like, we are not doing this anymore in our society. We're not letting people use us, whether it's just through energy, through text messages, or if it's through physical contact. Okay, we have 8 of Wands. I think I can show this card. Yeah, there's nothing really crazy. She's covered up, but he's feeding her fruit. And there's a ladder in the back with a wand. The 8 of Wands in the regular tarot is kind of like fast movement. Somebody's traveling towards you. They want to come and do this with you. They want to spend time with you. They want to be alone with you. And there, you can see this ladder in the back. It's like your love is a stairway to heaven. It feels like that. It feels like this godly connection that when you two come together, it's like time stops. And they say with the twin flame connection, when you meet your twin flame or your person that you want to spend the rest of your life with or that you want to grow with, they usually say, like, because it's such a high level spiritual connection, that time stops. So if you guys can think about your past meetings or greetings with certain people and you just feel like you're in a room with somebody and nobody else exists and you're only watching and thinking about this person and their every move. This happened to me once. It only happened once, and I'll never forget it. It was so synchronistic how it happened. And like, just being in this house, like, it just felt crazy. I was just like, it felt like a movie, and he like handed me something, and I can remember like how slowly I saw his hand handing it to me. He was saying certain things, and then he was standing next to me, and I felt like he was standing really close to me, and I just was like, this feels so good. I feel like he wants to feel my energy, and I wanted to feel his energy. And then I wrapped my arm around his back, um, and I forget what I said, but it was just like a time stopped. And I remember looking at him and being like, are you like an angel or something? It was the first time I had ever thought about somebody in that way, where I just was like, are they human? I like wanted to poke him. I remember a freckle on his left foot. Like I was paying attention to every detail, but I don't know why. And it just felt so angelic, and it felt like time stopped, and um, it just felt like I was buzzing for like 6 hours afterwards. I'm like, what just happened? Like, what is going on? Was not expecting this. Um, yeah, the buzzing was intense, but that's what this energy is kind of saying. It's like time completely stops when you're with this person, because it's a 5D relationship, because it's a higher godly connection. So your souls are from the, right? Like your souls are, how do I describe this? Our souls are used to living in that other realm where time doesn't exist. So when we are at one with our soul match, it's like we transcend and we go to that dimension where there is no time. And that's why people say it feels like a movie and it feels like time has stopped, because you're in that, you're connected with that partnership. And it's like, oh my gosh, time has just stopped. Like, what is going on? Everything feels so slow moving. It's because it literally, you're not in that realm, you're in a different dimension. Um, and I think that's what the ladder in the back of this card is really saying. It's saying when you two get together, you go to other dimensions. It's a spiritual connection. Like your bodies together, you don't even know what you're capable of. Like imagine meditating together. Imagine just sitting cross-legged together and like attuning your nervous system and your chakra systems together. It's like a feeling you won't be able to describe. It's like something we're not supposed to, we are supposed to feel it, but it's like a otherworldly, I just heard. It's otherworldly. So keep an eye out for when you meet people and you feel like time has stopped. It's a really cool feeling. For a while, I was just like, I still don't know what that is. Like, is that my person? I don't know. This is strange. But it's definitely something that, yeah, we definitely can't show this card. But this is the Four of Swords. Okay, so they're both naked. And he's like holding her head. She's on her knees. But Four of Swords is kind of like a, well, I'm just going to tap into like what I'm feeling with this through the photo. But it's like they're both like nurturing each other. Like he's just submerged in her face. She's submerged in his body. It's like they're both meshed together. Um, but it's almost, it seems a little like forced, like there's a codependency to it. That's what this card feels like. It's like you can't get enough of each other. It's like you want to be like in each other's bodies. So I feel like that's an energy of when this happens, when you guys come together, it might feel like, it looks like he's trying to pull himself off of her in this card. So it's almost like it's a codependency, but it's also like a healthy codependency where you know you want to be around each other all the time. But it's kind of like what I described. Like you want to like touch them and be like, are you human? Like, what are you? You're just like this magical being, and I don't understand it. And you just look different than every other human to me. That's the energy of the Four of Swords. And I know Four of Swords does not mean that, but that's what I'm feeling in this deck, which is super exciting and fun. You guys will have to comment below and let me know if you've ever had those experiences, even if it was like in middle school or in high school where time just stopped and you just saw this person from across the room and you're like, what is this? Okay, we have 3 cards now. We have the World, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is fears, worries, feeling trapped, feeling like there's no way out. And there's a moon here, which is perfect for our new moon this week. It says unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion up to the situation, sleepless nights, refocus your thoughts. So that's really getting a grip on what your ego is doing. Your ego is keeping you on a loop when everything's perfect and everything's fine, and the universe will align things when they're meant to be aligned. But sometimes we do have to make decisions to move through and follow the fear. And then we have Page of Swords. I love this one. I like how the illustrator drew this one because it's a young guy he's like spiritually awakening, and he's like, wow, this is a really cool journey. Like, I'm learning to use my magic. I'm learning to follow the butterflies. I'm learning to follow the signs. So he's new, but he's very logical. He's perceptive, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very carefully. So this is kind of like Page of Swords could also be like a contract coming in, a new beginning at work. It's something that's new, brand new, like a novice at something. But with the butterflies here, and he's in nature, he's connecting to a tree. It's kind of like, or a rock or whatever that is. It's a rock, sorry. But he's in nature connecting with a sword. So he's logical. That's what the sword represents, the mind space. But he's spiritual too. So he's kind of like beautifully balancing both. And when he's too much in his head, he's in this energy and he doesn't know how to change. He doesn't know how to fix things. And then we have the World card, a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. And to me, that's this. It's when two people come together. It's almost like they say when your counterpart and you guys come together, once your energies are finally balanced, and you feel whole on your own, it's like the energies can then merge, and it can feel like time stops, and it can feel like success, and it can also feel like abundance. Like the universe starts aligning everything in the world, even the infinity symbol. It's like everything finally makes sense in your life. It's a coming home energy. So it also says be proud of yourself, because the self-love is the only way these two can come together, is they have to fully love themselves. And the holdup has been the fear of, what if I take the step and they don't love me back? Or what if I am not good enough? Or what if I am not worthy of this love? Or is this too good to be true? Like it feels too good. And that's the fear. And this could also be somebody who's already in a relationship. I have so many clients who they've had that time stop moment with somebody, but that person's, in another relationship, or they're in a marriage, and they're like waking up in the middle of the night, their partner's in bed, and they're like, I gotta leave this relationship and I don't know how to do it, and I don't want to hurt this person. And it becomes such a hard thing to do. And that's when they usually book a reading with me. And I've dealt with, for the last 6 years, I've dealt with so many twin flames who've gotten into these situations. The universe does it on purpose. You're meant to have a challenge so that you two can come together and overcome it together at the start of your partnership. And you learn to live life together because you just had this difficult relationship to work through together. Whether it's two people leaving partnerships, two people moving across the country to be together, whether it's same sex, whether it's religions that are different, genders. I already said genders, but I meant cultures, culturally different. So a lot of times there's this discord, there's this barrier that the twins, the counterparts, have to overcome together, because they finally have to choose themselves regardless of anything that's going on in the world. And I just met a girl in the gym today. She's from Russia and she lives in my complex. High five, girl, if you're watching. But she's young. She's only like 22, I think. And she's from Russia, and she met her boyfriend, and he's Jamaican. And they met like at like a work travel thing. And she was just telling me the story about how they met. And she goes, yeah, my dad wanted me to meet this cute, white guy from this American guy, whatever. And she goes, and here I am, I'm meeting a half African-American, half Jamaican man. I think he's got so many more things in his cup, but she was just like, I can't help it. I just love who I love. And that's that twin flame energy. You can meet from other countries, you can meet from other states, cities, and you come together and it feels like time stops. And that's how it's this otherworldly connection where your souls are aligned. Okay. And I know a lot of twin flames are being activated to come together because the world needs us. Who is on your mind? And that's why there's fear, because somebody in the partnership is feeling this like, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, and I don't know how to do it. So who is on your mind? I feel like I haven't done a relationship reading in so long. I'm glad that these messages are coming out. It must mean that there's a lot of activations happening this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, things will start to shift. So if you're seeing 12:34 on the clock, that might mean there's some kind of movement going on this week. New moons also always activate. Say yes. There might be an invitation that's coming. Ooh. Feel good to attract good. 444, things are being moved. Your angels are moving things. Okay. So we have things will start to shift. Your angels are moving things. So to comfort whoever's in this energy, you feel lonely, you feel sad, you have fear, you don't know how to relieve yourself of the situation, trust. Just start feeling good. Say yes to new things that are coming. Things are going to start to shift. Your angels have you. You're never alone, I just heard. Even when it's the most difficult situation and you feel like you're being attacked, or you feel like if you say something or if you speak your truth, you feel like you're going to be attacked, you can pray before you do that. You can say, angels, please give me the words here. Please give me the tools on how to handle the situation. Bottom of the deck. Horse spirit is here to bring momentum. 888, infinite abundance. I just keep going. A windfall of money. It's all on the bottom. Okay. I don't know why, but they just made me think of my lunch. So somebody is being guided to make warm. If it's winter where you live, I want you to make something that's really warm and good for your body, something that's going to nurture your soul. I made chicken broth, rice, spinach, and broccoli, and did a whole bunch of like seasoning. I did oregano, I did garlic, I did onion powder, and just mixed it all together. And I had it simmering on the stove. And I'm not like a big cook. I don't really like to cook, but I just felt like I was nurturing myself, and it felt so yummy, and it wasn't fancy. It was really simple, but it was so good. And I can't wait to make more of it after this. But do the small things this week to really take care of your body. I know we started out this reading talking about castor oil and all the different things we can do to heal our body. We have to get used to doing things on our own. We cannot rely on our medical system. I know people in other countries might be watching this, but in America, our medical system is horrible, and they keep us sick, and they just give us these medicines to cover up the symptom. And then there's all these side effects to the medicine. And even the girl that I saw in the gym, she was telling me she was on birth control, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm not a doctor, but I've had a lot of people that have had adverse reactions to it. I was like, please, like, do your research. Anything that you're putting in your body to alter how it creates hormones is not healthy. Our body is a beautiful intelligence, and if it's not working and you're not getting your period, or if you're having issues somewhere, let's get to the root. Let's figure out what energy is blocked down there, instead of just giving a medicine to heal it, to force the body to do it. We don't want to do that. We always want to let the body do the work. So making healthy food, doing things that will nurture your soul, nurture yourself. And again, I'm not a doctor. In these readings, take it or leave it. I am not telling you what to do. I'm just offering the advice, saying what works for me, what has worked for other people. But we do have to learn how to heal our own bodies with nature, with healthy things that, like, I want to say products, but healthy plant medicines. Like all of my medicine that I have, my homeopathy medicine, is all from plants. You can't overdose on it. It's amazing stuff for your body. But when I get sick now, I don't go to a doctor. I immediately go to my own remedies to help myself. And I believe that if we have ailments and things where we don't really have to go to a hospital or have to go to a doctor, we should learn how to heal on our own. And it starts with prevention, eating good foods, eating healthier foods, and taking care of yourself and your emotional needs and moving your body and tapping it and rubbing it and getting the energy. We always have to be working with the energy. But for some reason, I feel like we really have to get on board with knowing our body inside and out, and knowing that if we have an ailment, if we have a sickness, our first thought should be, how can I fix this for me? How can I think my way through this? How can I nurture myself? How can I ask my body, what is the root of this? Why is this knee pain surfacing in my body? Sit in a meditation and ask your body. Maybe then you feel like, oh, it's because I have tight hamstrings, and your hamstrings come up crossing over the front of your knee. And maybe that's where your knee pain starts, because your hamstrings are tight because you haven't been stretching and you haven't been rubbing that energy. So then you would be prompted to do that. And then you start stretching for 3 or 4 days, and then the knee pain goes away. And you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even need to go to a doctor. I did it on my own. Do you guys know how empowering it is to heal yourself on your own, to diagnose yourself, go within and ask your body, why is this here? What are you trying to show me? And then to be able to get the download of, oh, my hamstrings are tight. And then you practice it. Obviously, if it's more severe, you can go to a doctor. But if you could heal it on your own, how magical would that be? And I know that I've had many situations in the last year where I've had to do it myself. I had strep throat, did it myself. Within 9 hours, it was gone. I had like a skin rash, fixed it with the castor oil. That mole that I healed, I'm learning how to do things. My hair, I'm learning. I have this rosemary leaf that I use in my hair, and my hair is getting thicker. Cavities, that's the next thing too. So they say if you pull with this in your mouth and you like swish it around for like 15 minutes, that can reverse cavities. Obviously, brushing after every meal can help. They say floss is not good, which is crazy. I don't know what to believe anymore, but they say floss is not good because you're literally like, you're hurting your gums depending on how you floss. I'll put up a video on my community page about how I learned about all this. But it's like everything we've learned, we've have to unlearn. And again, not medical advice, just sharing what works for me and what I'm learning. Back to the cards. It's time for an intuitive day. So that is getting in your car, getting on your bike, going for a walk, not having a plan, and just saying, Spirit, move me. Where will you have me go? What will you have me do? Who will you have me see? And what will you have me say? And you practice listening to the body. So when it says turn down the street, you turn. And then it says go to this coffee shop, and you go, and you just feel like you're like, all right, I can really tune in and hear where I'm being led. And then when cool things happen, when you follow your intuition on that intuitive day, that's confirmation. Like you see a sign or you get a free coffee because you went to this new coffee shop. That's spirit saying, let me lead you. And the more we practice that, the easier it becomes to navigate the big fears, making big life changes, changing jobs, changing cities. I don't know where to live. You get used to practicing that muscle of, all right, spirit, where are you going to take me? Where should I go live next? Okay. And then we have revisit your path, see how it all worked out. So if you can look back to those times where you're like, I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know if this person or this job is right for me. And look back and remember. That's why I like to have an expansion list, because I like to see all the times where I was unsettled and then everything ended up working out. So now I know the next time I'm unsettled, I'm like, oh, this is going to pan out. Or I remember feeling this way and I made this decision. Let me do that again because it worked out before. Okay. So life mapping is really, really important. And a message is coming through social media, text and email. So be on the lookout. Okay, let's end this reading. I'm going to put my Micah magic all together. Let's end this reading with an animal. No, we're going to do ever unfolding heart. We're going to do my deck. Holy Toledo, 3 cards. We have your manifestation is about to arrive. Pretend like it's here now. What would you do today? If you had it, go do that. Then we have, is there a decision you are needing to make? Sit in silence and ask yourself to be open to receiving the answer. It will come when you least expect it. It will be a gentle whisper from your heart. And then what would your inner child want to do today? Playground, movies, paint, be outside. Strap your little self in the seat next to you and go. Self-love is needed now and always. So our final message. Oh my gosh, one more. There was 4. Polar bear, you are being called to mother yourself. Protect yourself, play a little more, nurture your belly with yummy food. That's too funny. Be the mama bear you deserve. Those soups. Too funny. And the serpent energy, that's the mother energy. She's wrapping herself around you. She's taking care of you. You are being nurtured through these trying times. And don't forget that connection that's undeniable, that you feel like, what is going on? Is this otherworldly? I don't get it. You don't have to force it to unfold. You don't have to constantly contact the person. You don't have to be so fixated on it. You're just working on yourself. You're accepting yourself. You're taking care of yourself. You're working on your body. You're working on your energy. You're learning how to love yourself more. And maybe this is something that you've been manifesting your whole life. And the polar bear is saying, like, once you learn how to take care of, like, I started this reading off talking about taking care of your vessel. If you can learn how to take care of you, you are going to thrive in another partnership, because you're not going to be codependent, relying on them to take care of you, or them to give you the right advice to take care of your body, or somebody else. You're not leaving all the answers for somebody else to figure out. You know yourself inside and out. And now this person, maybe you can help them. I don't know, but maybe you can do it with them. But you are grounded and you're not looking to be codependent. You're looking to share life with somebody. But this is saying your manifestation is about to arrive. So in the meantime, be the polar bear, take care of yourself, work on your inner child, get out there and play. And then if you need to know, like my throat chakra is going, if you want to speak your truth and tell somebody that you like them, or tell somebody that you feel the same way. Oh my gosh, my throat chakra, that's that energy. There's fear. Somebody has so much fear about speaking their truth and acknowledging their feelings, because they're so scared of, maybe they have a fear of love, maybe they have a fear of rejection, or maybe they have a fear of that manifestation that they've been dreaming of their whole life and it's finally here, and they don't know how to speak their truth. They don't know how to they're scared, and that's totally okay. We all have compassion and we know what it feels like to have fear. So we're not going to push somebody to do something, or we're not going to be mean. We're going to be so open and loving, and we don't even know. We want to make sure it's right for us too, right? We have to really take inventory of what's coming into our lives, these manifestations, to make sure it's right for us, to make sure people's actions are following their words. Consistency is the most important thing to look for. And if somebody's not being consistent, you get to make a choice, and you get to say, oh, I don't have to entertain that, or I can tell this person, hey, like, I'm really looking for consistency here and I'm not feeling it from you. And those conversations can be really difficult to have. I struggle with it too. I need more practice. But remember, it's a time of success. So this new moon is bringing this energy of, like, time is going to stop when this moment arrives, where you're just like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this manifestation my whole life, and the universe is aligning it so perfectly that you two are going to come together, and it's going to feel like time has stopped, and you're going to feel new, like a novice on the spiritual awakening journey. And you're going to have these two bodies that are seemingly perfect for each other, and it's like you're feeling at home. It's finally like an at-home experience. And don't forget, we got how many abundance cards? Windfall of money, infinite abundance. Angels are moving things for you. So trust that if you are, and we have the horse card too, if you are worried about finances, everything aligns when you follow your heart. So just follow that joy in your heart, and everything will literally start to shift. So say yes. Hop on that horse, let it take you wherever you're meant to go. All right, lovies, I hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace out.